Welcome to the finals, the world's greatest game show, developed by Embark Studios and published by Nexon. And here's why I think this is the best, or at the very least, the most underrated FPS ever. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. One of the first things that you might notice about this game is its unique style of being like a game show, especially from that glorious intro you're greeted with the first time you're playing.
Multico is proud to present Season 4 of the finals.
Our sponsors have stepped up like never before for our viewers and our contestants.
First, thanks to Ngimo, we're bringing our viewers an exciting programming change.
That's right, we've got new cash-out tournaments for our ranked...
With the objectives being stashing toasters, the cash boxes, inside flammable cabinets, the cash out stations. And pray you won't get killed by your teammate shooting the canister in your hand.
I'm reloading!
Moving things up!
Or heavy tackling you at 50 miles per hour with dual deagles at the ready. They're upstairs! They're up there! They're up there! They're up! There's also different events that create chaos in the game, like the occasional orbital laser strike or a meteor shower that annihilates buildings. Which, speaking of, there's a destruction mechanic in the game, from creating a hole in the wall to leveling down an entire crane, which just creates even more destruction. This opens up the option for so many unique plays, and keeps every match fresh at the same time. Moving on, there's also 30 weapons and 31 gadgets in the game across all classes, each of them contemplating one another. For example, you can have a destructive loadout as heavy with the shotgun that shoots explosive slugs in an RPG, or have a defensive heavy build with an M60 and a goo gun. Also, all of these examples are for heavy because that's the class I play the most. Another thing I love about this game is the ranked game mode, ranked cash out. You see, the finals has an interesting way of handling the mode. It actually has 3 matches called rounds in ranked. The first 2 are knockout rounds, and the final round decides who will be the winner of the tournament. There are also special rules for this mode. For example, when your team gets wiped out, you lose a certain percent of the money you've cashed out, which could be the thing that loses you the match. And also, in the normal version of this mode, you can respawn by yourself unlimited times. Well, guess what? In the ranked mode, you can only get back from the digital graveyard 3 times. After that, you'll either have to wait a teammate to manually revive you, or for your team to get wiped out. After each round, you gain 1 credit to use, so spend them wisely, or don't and end the tournament with 4 credits in your bag. There's also other modes in the game, like normal cash out called Quick Cash, Bank It, which is a more fast-paced version of Quick Cash, in which you can actually change between classes. Power Shift, where you basically have to hold a moving platform for a long time. And Terminal Attack, a search and destroy game mode, which, I'm gonna be honest with you, is not really that good. Here are the pros and cons of this game. All the weapons and gadgets in this game are useful, and except for a few, basically all of them are balanced. There's a weapon for everyone. If you're into crowd control, you can use the grenade launchers or the flamethrower. If you're more focused on high power and precision, you can use the revolver for medium and the sniper for light to get some juicy headshots. Which is what I think is part of what makes this game magical. Anything you want to use is a winning move. Whether you use the FCAR rifle with the Guardian turret, or a silenced pistol with an invisibility device. Or even something absurd like a grenade launcher and all the ordnances in the game. Another pro is how crisp the gunplay is. Landing a shot just feels so good in this game, and landing the falling shots and killing a player feels even better. And the movement is smooth. Not as smooth as Apex Legends, but half the time the game won't even let you move, with all red symbols appearing in your top right corner of your HUD every 30 seconds. Especially when your level 12 Lifeline and level 2 Wraith are knocked and you're going against a Predator 3 stack. He ain't respawn, just put the 60 tick rate servers in the bag already, bro. But the movement is smooth enough to not feel clunky, cause not all games need to have quick movement, you know? Also, the developers in this game actually listen. Throwing knives used to be notorious for being overpowered, and the community spoke out about their complaints about the weapon, and Embark listened. They nerfed their weapons' fire rates so they couldn't be spammed like crazy anymore, but still kept them reliable. Also, I think this is the only game where you can buy the battle passes of free to play comfortably. All you have to do is consistently play a game mode called World Tour, where it's basically a casual version of ranked with slightly different rules. And instead of being based off how skilled you are, it's based off how many win points you have. You have to at least qualify in round 2 to get win points, but you get even more when you win the tournament. There's ranks for each amount of total win points. 100 win points for bronze 1, 300 win points for silver 1, 600 for gold 1, 1000 win points for platinum, and 1600 win points for diamond, and finally 2400 total win points for emerald. Each time you get to the first of these ranks, you get 50, 100, 150, 200, and 250 multi-bucks. All adding up to 750 multi-bucks. And with the free multi-bucks in the battle pass, you can get the premium version without having to spend a dime on the game. Also, the look of the characters in this game are highly customizable, and the cosmetics in this game are definitely worth it, both for weapons and the classes. First one isn't really a con, but like in every other multiplayer game nowadays, you basically have to play ranked with friends to enjoy it. And trust me, solo queue ranked in this game kind of drives you insane. So better start investing more into your social skills if you want to get into Ruby. Second is that this game's minimum hardware requirements are kinda beefy. And yes, even though I still have a 2nd generation GPU, I haven't had any problem going 140 FPS, or at the very least 100 FPS with other games like Apex, Overwatch, and even Fallout New Vegas with enough mods to fill my ELASA's minimum word requirement. And also, in no other game have I had this much trouble recording footage in OBS without it being choppy. I don't know if it's the game hogging my CPU for its destructive environments, or just poor optimization overall. I had to do a lot of testing to see which setting in OBS keeps this footage smooth while maintaining viewable quality for the video. Like, come on, Embark, I just want to record at 60 frames per second. Is it really that much? And it's not just me that has this problem. Other people with even beefier specs had the same problem. Some of them having 4090s and still having trouble. So Embark might need to double check their optimization work. And trying to fight a live player while a building is collapsing is basically impossible. Other than those problems, this game is amazing. One of the best first-person shooters I've ever played. Every moment is cinematic and keeps you on edge. And man, just try this game already for yourself. One more thing, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and could you please like the video and subscribe to my channel? Because I'm trying to get to 100 subs as soon as possible, and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, have a great rest of your day. PandaPlanet out.